Here we are again, Christina Keller with Chris Martin, Health+Water, and this has just been, I assure so many people are just going, yay, I'm so glad I tuned into the show. We're talking about a very special product. It's got a lot of health benefits. It utilizes a great new nano particulation technology. And we talked briefly before the break that you're customizing where you can have a water that's more for people who want to lose weight with the ginger, the stuff.
Lots of different things.
Lots of different things. Again, there is a cancer prophylactic, I said that right, benefit with the CBDs, because I'm not going to try to say the word. And that's pretty common knowledge for people who study. But I like your whole thing that we talked about helping poor and lower class people have access to healthy living. But we're already in our fourth segment, and we still have quite a bit of ground to cover. So let's talk. You have a Health Plus custom,
yes,
correct? This is what I'm really interested in.
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
Absolutely. The really, I think a big focus for us is to be able to give people, as we talk about, some of the supplements they get every day, but also give them some revolutionary new ones. And so one of the ways that we want to do that is to give both a semi-custom version and then a customized version. So the semi-custom versions that we're working on are an anti-aging, a seniors. So think about seniors would be things like glucosamine and grontoitrin,
nice.
Immunity.
Or for sports athletes.
Sports, exactly. Yeah. All these semi-customized based on your individual needs. Weight loss is another one. We have one that's for pets that's being worked on right now.
I love my pet.
Well, and so and then there's even one for kids. So something like CoQ10, for example. CoQ10 is something that as you get older, you create less and less of it in your body.
Familiar.
So you don't need to give CoQ10 to kids.
Right.
So we take that out.
Right.
So we can do
calcium or things of that nature.
Yeah, exactly.
Vitamin D, everybody. Vitamin D.
Vitamin D, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's
so it's really having that semi-custom version, and then the next level that we'll be working on over the next 30, 60 days is really exciting. Is that extremely customized version, which is where you will come into either our lab here, or we're working on an agreement with some of the labs that are located throughout the United States, where you would go in and either you would get a small blood draw or a DNA swab, where we're able to take a DNA swab, look at your individual chemistry, not only from a supplement basis, but also from a historic genetic.
Yeah.
So some people have breast cancer in their family.
Yes.
So they need a higher CBD dosage.
Heart disease.
Yes, exactly. So all those kind of things that we're able to then create a customized one. Both of these things are able to be delivered directly to your door every month.
Once you sign up on the website, and then
Right.
But after you go into the lab and have that.
Exactly. So
That's amazing. Is that really expensive though? Because I've had blood panels and the insurance quote paid
Right.
for them.
Some of the exciting technology that's out there with a company called Theranos is that they're able to do some of the traditional blood testing and DNA testing at a fraction of the price. And the reason they're able to do that is they're using this new technology that they've invented that instead of the traditional blood draw where you take 2 or 3 vials of blood, it then goes to 6 different machines within the lab. They have one machine that does all the tests. Very small amount of DNA or blood necessary to do those tests, and it costs so much less because you have one operator, not 6 operators.
That's amazing. So you take a person's draw or their DNA, and then based on what it showed, you could actually build a water, so to speak.
We would they would get a package in the mail every month that had 30 dosages. They'd dose each day, and they would take exactly what their body needed. After a period of a few months of doing that one, they could retest and then see what, if there's new deficiencies or changes in their body makeup. We don't have a pricing yet on the very custom version, but I can tell you that the semi-custom versions, the anti-aging, the seniors, the kids, those are going to be $100 a month delivered to your door, shipping included.
How many bottles?
So you get 30.
Oh, 30,
so it's
one a day.
One per day. One per day.
Vitamin a day. I'd happily drink a bottle of this
That's
a day.
right. So exactly. So that's my goal is, so you think about, I have friends and individuals who are taking not only their regular supplements, but are taking things like collagen and resveratrol and all this.
I hate taking pills, and every
Exactly.
morning
Not only do you hate taking pills, but you're spending. We've priced it out for just what's in the water. It's $250 a month to take these. If you want to take these individually, $250 a month would be what you're spending.
Interesting.
You're going to spend less than $100.
Taking one a day.
Taking one a day of all of the supplements that you're getting based on the dosages that nanoparticulation gets you.
But we do have some good news, because when you go to your website now,
Yes.
there is a savings that they are offering. Chris is offering for those of you that
are watching the show.
Or if you're watching the show and you mentioned that, is there a box? I haven't
Yes,
seen
there's
it
a
yet.
coupon code. It's That's So Vegas, of course. No apostrophe needed.
No.
That's So Vegas.
And
And that will give you an extra 10% off. So you'll
That's
end up
amazing.
getting, for less than $3, like $2.88, I think it is, you can get the water or the supplements delivered directly to your door.
That's amazing. You know, the minute I get home, I'm going to do that. And you
Well, I'll bring it to you. You don't even have to have me ship it.
Thank you, thank you. I'm really, really eager. I'm so willing to put myself out there as the guinea animal, not the guinea pig, because I'm going to start taking this, and I'm going to take it once a
Great.
day, and I'm going to keep track of this. And I hope that, like I
We'll
said,
get you
within
in
a
the
month,
custom version, too.
That's
That's one of the exciting
amazes
things
me.
too. Is this part of this iNourish partnership that we've just established?
Yes.
Is we will be building out and doing all of our production and factory work, our lab work, all right here in Las Vegas.
That's another thing. It's so nice to know, isn't it, Vegas, that there's so many great minds that people are flocking here. And you
Yeah.
came here and you're double super degree. I mean, people are moving here
Yep,
for various reasons,
absolutely.
but it's kind of like a nexus.
It's
of,
growing beyond. I mean, I
right.
think Tony Shea and some other people that have growing beyond the Strip. Obviously, the Strip is always going to be
Oh,
important
of
for
course,
us.
we have to have the
We
entertainment.
have to have that,
yeah,
yes, and that's part of the reason you come here. I mean, where
Yeah,
else
good
can you
that.
go and get all the greatest chefs in the world in one place?
Absolutely, and the
I'm a
greatest
foodie
shows
at
and
heart, for sure.
entertainers. I had Maury Sawchuk on last week,
Yeah.
and you know, it's just I love Las Vegas. It's just the
Absolutely.
summertime's kind of get me a little bit. I have to get out of here once in a while. I'm taking the show with me.
Are you
I
on the
know,
road?
That's So Vegas is going to San Diego and Hollywood. And yeah,
Oh,
of
all
course.
right.
Why not?
Perfect.
Scotty can go with me. He would love that. So this is good. I know, too, and I want to go back. Again, I was surprised to see this, but this you just said, you just even came from a meeting where you
Yep.
were hammering out the
details,
because they're high into the nanotechnology. Is that?
Yeah, they are really
and they're
doing the
here, people.
nanotechnology, and what they're looking at, the iNourish is something you're going to see on every shelf. You know, our Health+Water is really more going to be seen at spas and beauty salons and people, health food places. This is something you're going to see at your 7-Eleven. You're going to see it everywhere.
Wonderful.
So
Or Sprouts and stuff
yeah,
like
at the
that.
same at a price point that's very similar to what you pay for the other water. So
Uh-huh.
why would you buy whatever vitamin enhanced water that's going mostly through you versus buying this where you're going to get it all in your system immediately? For the same price.
But again, I'm familiar with nanotechnology from back in the day, so it may surprise some of you. But again, that's totally when you said nano to me a couple weeks ago. Did I just like snap too? And we talked about it. Well, I said I have to have you on my show because I really
Yes.
want to share this. And again, I'm familiar with everything over time and for different reasons. But I know that this is not so. Yeah, and people. Again, we have to go back to that custom blood work thing. I
Yeah.
think is anyone else
exciting.
doing that? Is that your own?
No, that's next generation kind of stuff. Yeah,
It's
for sure.
just amazing to think that you could customize your vitamin intake and do it so easily.
And a price point that's affordable. I mean, that's the thing.
And
is that-
delivered to your door.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like as we talked about earlier, there's so much misinformation out there about what's good for you, what isn't. So to have something that was built by doctors, scientists, nutritionists for you.
Well, your timing is everything too, because you just would have to be somebody who doesn't read the newspaper, watch TV, to not understand what the CBDs are doing.
Right.
And again, and hemp is such a nice.
Yes, we didn't. Actually, I guess we didn't cover that. Why do we take it from hemp?
Oh, we
Yes.
did, but we didn't share
Oh,
it with the
yes.
viewers. So please, tell them it's a good one.
Well, one of the big things in terms of how things are happening in this country when it comes to cannabis is obviously you're seeing it being legalized and medically legalized in a lot of places, but ultimately it still is the law that things extracted from marijuana can't be transported across state lines.
Dang.
So we take our CBD from hemp, which allows us to then be able to sell it to all 50 states and ship it everywhere. So it's it's good that's going to get changed, I think, in the near future within the legislature at a federal level, but
Awesome. Well, here we go. Again, here's to the hemp. And the show's almost over. Before we go,
yes.
that we could do this for another hour. Just I've got some updates and listings. If you miss anything or need more information, go to www.vegasonlyentertainment.com under Vegas VIPs. Quickly, the new Las Vegas Arena by
Exciting.
New York is just going to be so over the top. They've got a Hyde Lounge coming. The Dixie Chicks are going to be there. We've got a Cracker Barrel opening up here in Las Vegas. The Mob Museum's doing something fun. They're having, believe it or not, lectures on distracted driving and accident prevention. I'm not sure what this is, the active shooter and the ins and outs of the Clark County District Attorney's Office. I don't write this, I read it. Again, time to go. If you missed anything here, go to www.vegasonlyentertainment.com, Vegas VIPs, and also tune in to That's So Vegas on Facebook and watch the show again because it has been fascinating. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. I am so glad you're here. Everybody have a happy, healthy New Year. See you next week.